Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to solve this query which simply says a program to get perimeter and area of rectangle, triangle, square and circle. So let's carry on this one. First, what we're going to do is we will just define all the functions for getting the perimeter and area of rectangle, triangle, square and circle. So we go to make 8 functions at least, and then the second thing we're going to do will be we will just make a loop and just directly call those functions there. So right now, first of all, what we're doing is getting the perimeter. Let's go on from the first to the last. So perimeter of rectangle, so it would be BR, and then then what we would do here would be n equals int input, and then we would say enter the length of rectangle, then m equals int input. What is this happening? Enter the breadth of rectangle. Now we move on to the next part. Which would simply be for perimeter. We just go to get, for example, we just make a variable p, and then what we go to do is 2 times n plus m, and then what we're going to do would be simply print them, and here I would say, like, I forgot to use that print p is, you can use an f string too. P is the perimeter of rectangle. Then that's simply what it is. And even we can just shorten this code and just delete it. Control C, delete it, Control V. Oh my god. So that's what we go to do is, then the next one we would do would be area of rectangle. So what we would be doing would be simply just got it, and it would be like, again, pretty much the similar code. The last one changes. Everyone knows what's the formula of area of triangle, so it would be simply this into this, and I guess we would just simply say it like float, and the output for this could also be float, and we can take float inputs too. It would be better because sometimes the areas given are in float, the measurements for them are in float. So it would be simply this. Okay, let's get rid of this, and it's now better. So is the area of the rectangle. The next thingy we do right here would be simply perimeter of triangle. Now here we can simply ask for float input, and it's easy, but yeah, right here, enter the length of first side. Now what we do right here is just get it in like this, and then simply print it like that, and it could be simply n+m+b, and is the perimeter of triangle. Then what we're going to do would be similar. Either we can make it like this one, where it would ask it, is it a right angled triangle, which you're going to get the area of. So if it's a right triangle, then we would just simply use half base height, and if it's not, then we will use Heron's formula to get area of triangle. H equals to input is the triangle a right angled triangle or not. Yes. Or no. Yeah, so that's what it would take as input. Then we will make a simple if loop if this is equals to the string of yes, that's lower or h equals y that lower. Then what would it be doing is simply ask for float input of the base and the height, enter the base of triangle, then what it's going to do is simply enter the height, and then simply print 1/2, or making it more easier for the computer, then multiply it by n, which are further multiplied by m, and then what we get is the area of triangle is rather than is, we can just simply say is the area of triangle. And if this is not satisfied, then what we're going to do is simply n or no. So you guys know what I'm going to do. So yeah, say no. What we're going to do is simple elif, and then we will check it if the string is no or not. Then nowhere, then o, then h again, then n, then lower to convert the query into lowercase so that it's easier for the interpreter to get it. If it's not, then we're going to use the Heron's formula, which is not so tough, so you guys don't get worried of it. And now what we're going to do is simply one by one take the input of all the sides, or rather than I would just copy and paste it right there, yeah. And then what we're going to do is print. It's going to be pretty complex not to say, but still it's going to be. Then we just get inside it. I'd make it right there, yeah. And now it's going to do it like s minus n, then again 1, which would simply tell it to get s minus m, and then again, and then s minus b, and then hey, it's the total one, and then we would get it rooted up to 1 by 2, or what we would say like 0.5, and hey, I forgot to make this semi-parameter variable, and here I forgot to declare the semi-parameter function. And the semi-parameter, obviously everyone knows how it's calculated, is just simply we just get it 0.5 multiplied by a plus b plus c, or for this case n plus m plus b. Of options, so no, if it's like if and elif are satisfied, and if it's none of 4 of these strings, then what it's going to do is just simply tell the user to please type any of the above options. And yeah, that's all for this one. This now we're going to get the other function. So first of all, let me minimize these functions so that they don't really create a big mess right here. So now what we're going to do is get square and circle, which are left. So squares, okay, let me get it first, parameter of square, and get it right here. And then what it would be asking is simply n equals int input enter the length of any one side, and rather than using int I would use float, as I have been using it in this video, this program. So after using float for that, what we're going to print, everyone knows what's the so-called perimeter of square, which is 4 times a, or 4 times the side. So simply it would be 4 times, here we have taken it as n, so 4 times n comma is the perimeter of square. I guess from this one I forgot something, I guess. Yeah, so that's a great one. That's exactly what I tell you. Ha 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 ha. Now we're going to do is the area of the triangle. That's what we forgot about. And then we check it, like it's totally fine, the code is totally fine. And then we get to this one and we simply copy it, because that's what we would use and the next one too. It's pretty similar. Everyone knows the formula of area of square. So it would be like this one and then this one. Just we go to write it area, and here we go to do that, is that get it to square of that, and it's done. It's pretty much done. Then what we go to do is simply get one of the circle. There's, I get those and entities. Okay. Define p is p underscore c, and then what we get is simply we ask for the radius, and then for that either we can just take the value of pi as what we say is 3.14, or rather than we can take the value of pi as from the math module. So any of the following things you can use. I'm going to use it for my convenience to make the code more clearer, to make the code more easier. I would just simply define the value of pi. So pi equals 3.14, and then what we get as input is simply float input as it is the radius of circle and the radius of circle, and there's a typo and didn't solve that. Yeah, and the radius of circle, and then persons entered that, and then everyone knows the easiest formula, I guess, in any of the parameters which does not contains addition is circle 1. So it's like, let me print it here, these typos. Okay, so it would be like 2 into pi into n, or what we say is r, and then we would say is the perimeter of circle, and that's what we do right here. And then we get another one, and which is def area of circle. So it would be like simply getting these two things common, and even say like the whole one, then just simply paste it. And what I go to change is it's pi r square. So it's like this is the area of circle, and what we're going to do is simply now we will build up the logic, the main logic for the code, and it's not a tough one, so you guys don't get afraid of it. Okay, I forgot to take input. Okay, choice equals input of human, and would you want to get, and then one for parameter, then 2 for area, and then 3 for both. So that's what we get, I guess. Yeah. And so let's get voting on if input survey if choice equals 1. So we would simply call again a variable and ask it what you want to ask of, and then assign these functions accordingly, like I will show you. So hey, let me complete this one as integer. Yeah, that's all. Now what we're going to do is simply AR, not AR even, A or P. I would simply name it like OP, and it's like a good one. So input, I guess here you'll also get int inputs, integer inputs. It would be better. That's exactly what I'll tell you. And no, which would be like it would be pretty much similar to this one. Alright. So it would be like enter what you enter which shape you want the respective data of, and then it would be like rectangle, then triangle, square, and then what we do would be like circle. I guess that's all, most probably. Maybe, most probably, I guess it is. And yeah, we could simply enter the respective number of the shape you want the respective data of, and enter the number of what you want to get a 1, 2, 3 parameter and all that and thingies and that. And if it is like that, then for that one we got it another loop. If it's going to be multiple nested loops, so you don't get worried of this. Obviously it's going to be a long project, so that's done for this one. I'll post the other part tomorrow. Okay guys, I guess this is done for the first part of a program which would tell you simply the parameter and area. And for the next part, you guys stay tuned. Have a good day. Do like my video, do share and subscribe, spread the word about my channel. Any queries, ask me in the comments. I'll meet you guys in the next one.